Hey everyone, welcome to the table. Today we just had one of my personal opinion, one of our best events for grinding and able to upgrade your immortals just happened, and it is called the Double Reward event. Basically, in a nutshell, it's the event where you get double equipment and double gems for completing raids on gnomes. So today we're going to go over the tier status of how many gems per march that you're going to get for defeating the gnomes, what kind of equipment for defeating a certain type of gnome, and then we are going to go over what marches are going to be best for your losses to deaths ratio, and in order for you to grind out the most and not lose all your troops while doing it. So thank you for tuning in, and let's get to it. All right, welcome back, everyone. All right, so let's first go over what is the double event. The double event is basically where you are going to grind out your gnomes and you are going to get all these extra goodies, as in armor and gems, shards. So basically, every equipment that you do get and every gem that you do get, you are going to get double the amount of that. So that is super cool. As a breakdown, we are going to come over here and basically you get these gems and you can equip them onto your equipment, and they are in cascading order. So basically, to compose these, you need 3 level 1s to equal a level 2. You need 3 level 2s to equal a level 1. You need 3 level 3s to equal 4, and so forth, all the way up to level 8. So you're going to need 3 level 7s to go to level 8. It's a lot of gems, but with this event, it does help you out. And going on to that, I have a little breakdown of basically what happens. So in a 70 raid, you're going to get this many gems, roughly, give or take. You have your choice between attack, physical, attack, magical, magical defense, physical defense. Then you have accuracy, and then you have resilience. So you have 6 of those gems that you're able to get. Now they are random, but when it comes down to it, here is your gems. Gems will start at level 31 gnomes, and they will go to 44, level 44, and you will get 2 gems. So you'll get any one of those 6 gems that I mentioned, you'll get 2 of them. From 45 to 50, you are going to get 3 gems per attack. So it's a random again, 3 gems per attack. And then anywhere from 51, level 51 to level 55, you're going to get 4 gems. So when you're raiding, keep that in mind, especially if you're mining up gems. This is what you want to do it with. And it is super important to keep that in mind. So let's move on to the equipment. Now, there are 3 different types of gnomes that you can raid. You have the rock, you have the and then you have the can. So basically, this one right here, you are going to only get armor, or you are going to get weapon. So when you are farming these gnomes, keep that in mind. And then moving on to the next one over here, you are only going to get helmets, and you're only going to get weapons. So they are random. You don't know what you're going to get. That's just the only two items that they're going to drop. And then on the third and final one, you are going to get your accessories, so your shields or your books or your rings. You're going to get through there, and then you're going to get also weapons. So depending on what you need for what you're immortal, you need to raid the appropriate gnome to acquire the equipment that you want. So let's see here. So how do you just use your regular march, or do you use another march? So I did two different instances. I run a lightning. It is not the best one, but it is my main for right now. And as you see, I had 44,000 losses over a total of 70 raids. Now, that's not good. My deaths, though, were only 15,000. So it's not really that bad, but it still could be better. So that's with the full march. You know, I'm almost 600k. It is what it is. I got a lot of special skills on them, but they have no healers, even though that they have 2 defenses. So there is a little trick to it. And I did 62 raids on this guy. I got only 5,700 losses. And this is a common one that people do use. So it saves you on bowmen. And you're only going to use cavalry and shields. So it saves you on your bowmen, which when you're setting up your marches, they incorporate 50% or more of your total troop marches. And then I have my Earth Dragon. So these guys aren't fully set up at all, but to give it into a breakdown, I have it set up right here, is that I have all attack on Alex. So your main goal is to wipe out the enemy as fast as possible. While you only got 3 more slots for skills when it comes to Charles. Now, I've seen people use Adrenaline Rush, use different kind of skills. I like these setups, but it's my energy shield, it's my guard, and I am also boosting Berserk with a little bit of health for Alex for his attack speed, and doing Blade Vortex combo, and then Cleave for Alex, just to get as many hits as possible quickly to eliminate the enemy. So these are one-on-one gnome raids. They're not garrisons, so you're just trying to kill them as quick as possible, and therefore you're not getting as many losses. When it comes down to it, let's look at here. And I have a battle, and I get 35 losses, 35 deaths, and the stats say I think I played for 30 seconds. So ultimately, he's just doing mass amount of damage, and he's just putting shields up and making sure that he doesn't die. So that is kind of the whole reason I use this as well if I'm in an opportunity where I can, and it helps me. Going on over to your alchemy. So you're going over your alchemy, and let's just go over real quick your legendaries and your common, what you're gonna get. So gnomes, again, between level 51 and 55, you're going to get your legendary. You're either going to get your special stat, or you're going to get a regular one, or you're also going to get your plus. So, and then between 45 and 50, you're going to get your epic plus to your single epics. And then 31 to 40, you're going to get your purples to your epic pluses. So as a breakdown, we are going to go over a little bit about your equipment and basically what it means. So your lightning immortal, you get these. They go into every different category of immortal. So you got your chaos, your holy, your shadow, your earth, and so forth. Once they're leveled up and you equip them onto the immortal with the appropriate element type, you're going to get a 15% bonus on all the attributes for that equipment. So it is going to be lower than your legendary plus or your epic plus or your elite plus, whatever. It is going to be less, but that 15% does add more to it than your legendary plus or so forth. So definitely want to get all those on your people like I have here, and then it's going to boost those stats all the way up. And then your gems, when you add it on, you can add on your physical defense or your attack or whatever to all three of these. So your attack equipment can get, let's see here, I'll show you. So it can get physical attack or get magical attack, and it can also get magical defense and physical defense. So it can get those 4 gems just in your weapon category equipment. And then for the helmet and for the armor, you can only use physical or magical gems. And then when it comes to your accessory slot, you can only use your support gems. And your support gems are going to be resilience or accuracy. So, in a nutshell, this is a huge grind to be able to do, and it takes a long time. So whenever this event comes up, I get really excited about it. I use as much AP as I possibly can, and I just sit there for 3 days and I just farm gnomes. I think everyone else does it too. And just as a recap, you get your gems through your gnomes, and basically your gems will be, you get 2 gems between level 31 and 40, you get 3 gems between 45 and 50, and you get 4 gems between level 51 and 55 gnomes. Your tyrants, you're going to get helmets and weapons, and then through your rocks, you're going to get accessories and weapons, and then your final one right here, you are going to get armor and weapons. So remember that again when you're going to grind, and have fun doing it. It takes a long time again, but this is one of the fun grinding events, and you just basically, you can put it on auto raid and just go get them. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.